Hey everybody, welcome back to Understanding Web with IsNowGlobal. Uh, this week, this week we are going as far as to happy Halloween first. How's everybody doing? Just want to see everybody's doing. How's your Halloween going? You guys having any fun? Got any plans for today? Um, Today it's gonna be very laid back stream today. We're literally building one thing, a pumpkin in CSS. Um, so if you're here and you love to do and you want to learn a little bit more about web and CSS while being a little spooky as the season calls for, yes, go ahead and stay tuned. And for everybody else, I think I'm a little bit over time here. Let's go and get started. Let's go right into the intro here. So yes, we are here to learn web design, learn mobile design, learn web development, and this is Understanding Web with Is Non-Global. So we are web design, web development, and web hosting concierge. Actually, we're here to build your vision. If you want to, head over to isnonglobal.com. If you're looking forward to get great web design, also head over to isnonglobal.com. What else? And then I think when we start with a vision to a meeting to understand your vision. We make a plan to execute your vision. We get to work on executing your vision, and we get started on your vision. So yeah, everybody, welcome to Understanding Web with IsNowGlobal. I am Timmy Turner. Uh, no, I'm IsNowGlobal with Chuck. Today, as you can see, I'm festive. I'm in my Halloween costume. Uh, this is actually a couple's costume, but the missus is not here right now. So yeah, well let's get into it. Realistically today, let me head over here. So I wanted to just kind of go over what was going on, and today. One second here. I need to head over to slides. Sorry about that. Using studio mode is kind of strange sometimes. There we go. So building the pumpkin using CSS. Let's get real spooky. Let's get right into the spooky. Um, I meant to send an email out to my email list, and I will do that in a quick second here. Um, but while we're doing that, let's go ahead and get started. Today I don't want to just be silent the whole time, so I found some pretty decent royalty-free music that you can actually go as far as to play without having to worry about who owns what and who owns this and that. um, so let me go ahead and get that going here in a quick second. Gotta find out which page that was on. There we go. And I will bring it down here. Um, so it should be better down. No, there's still a bit of echo. Band of rain showers and snow all the way from the eastern portions of Montana down to western sections of Nevada. So yeah, to explain what we're doing today, we're going to be trying to build the pumpkin something close to the pumpkin you see on screen right now, within the next 20 minutes or so here. So let's really hop right into it here. Um, yeah, as you can see, I did not plan all that efficiently for this. So let me go ahead and switch over to our next segment here. All right. Um, so as you can see, this is Brackets. It's a really cool web development IDE. You can essentially use it to you can essentially use the IDE to do live web development in a like kind of environment that you create. So right now, if I wanted to create like a header tag that says Happy Halloween, I could do that and it would automatically update. So that's what we're gonna try to do today. We're just gonna try to realistically get as far into this in under 35 minutes than I can. So what we're gonna do? So essentially, what we're doing today is we're gonna be using about, I want to say, 5 or 6 divs. Is it 5 divs or 6 divs? I'm trying to check my notes here. It is actually 7 divs. My apologies here. So let me go back a second. There we go. So let's start with the divs we're going to be using today. So we're going to be using not a video. So this div has a class. The first class will be the actual full pumpkin class. So pumpkin class. And then in that class, we're going to have the texture that we're going to use CSS to play around with. I like to put these on first. They tend to make things a little easier sometimes. So this one is going to be the texture. This next div is not going to be nested, and it's also going to be the root. Okay. Now, I believe, yeah, just because I like it that way. And I think we said we are going to have music as well, so let's fix that. Looking for the music. There we are. Okay. So this next div, and I see the music is a little louder than I would want it to be. There we go. This really better be royalty free, because if it's not, I am gonna have to get rid of this whole stream afterwards, because I didn't have time to look through my library of pre-produced music to use. So I thought, why not just use some like pretty good royalty-free jazz here. So I mean, right now you can't see anything, but that's because we're mainly doing the legwork. So now once we do this, we'll only have to work in CSS for the rest of the video or the stream. So let me make sure that we have all of our correct divs here. So now we're going into the mouth left. I'm making sure that if you have anything that you want us to go over, please go ahead and mention it in the chat here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so if you're in the chat, go ahead and let me know. If you have any questions about any part of what I'm doing, I will be more than happy to answer. Because this gets into some decently intricate CSS as we go along. But I wanted to do something that was simple enough that I could talk while I type, and like kind of like keep my train of thought going without having to. So yes, that's basically everything we're gonna need for. That's all the HTML we're going to need for this. So you got our pumpkin, we have our texture, we have our root, we have our R left, our R right. If you're like me and you're using brackets, something you can actually totally do is use Control E to create your new CSS. But for the sake of this video and that, everybody else, we're gonna just go straight into the style CSS page, and work from there. Output. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that I actually have to mute the desktop audio while I talk. So let me go ahead and just start here. Now, one of the weirdest things is that there seems to be. Let's take you off track one. See if that helps. Okay, I think, did that fix it? I actually have no clue. I should not be doing live OBS editing in this video. This is a video about Halloween, so I will get back to that later. I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic and see if I can hear myself with an echo. Okay, I think I figured it out. I no longer hear. I can hear both the music and myself at the same time. We've done it. Okay, now to get to the CSS. Sorry about that. So now this is using SCSS. At least the guide I'm following uses SCSS, and I'm not ultimately sure if I'm just able to do that. So I guess what I will end up doing is just substituting what I need where I need it. So I guess HTML. Also, if we get to the point where I do need to just go over to CodePen, I will, because they do have native support for. So we're right now we're just making sure the body height and width are our full page. So that's width 100%. That's height 100%. And then we got our background. Well, y'all know I'm terrible at spelling. And we're gonna do a nice like a reddish background. So I'm gonna do 160909. And also, there's a really cool explanation for why the numbers go up and down for the colors, and I will make a video about that eventually. Ultimately having some issue with the background not. Oh wait, right. Forgot style. I think it's type, or is it source? Okay. No, thought about it. Just gonna put the style inside the HTML. I just I want to help, but I want it to be instant. Okay, so there it is. So there's your color. So yeah, so we will continue by putting the style inside the HTML. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna release this as a That's funny. How do I actually? I'm gonna release this whole thing as its own kind of template here. Okay. You know, it's funny going streaming to two different accounts is great until you need to read the chat from both of them, and you can only do one. So I'm in the IsNowGlobal account one. I will be periodically checking back, and I should probably open it up another thing here. So give me 1 second while I open up Periscope here. Ooh, this is gonna be loud. This could be very loud. Periodically checking back, and we're gonna mute that. Perfect. Okay, now I have the chat. I have the chat. I have both chats now. So if you have something to say, go ahead and say it. I'm good to go here. Nice. Perfect. Sorry about that. I want to make sure we're good. So yeah, so that's the background color we're gonna use. We want to make sure our background is actually linear. Oh, come on. Background. We want to make sure the spread of the gradient, it wants to be gradient, right? And we want to make sure that gradient has a 45-degree angle turn. It uses the first color. Something here. You know, let's type something in here. Okay, it's still working. It's just I was like, yeah, did it just like all of a sudden? Because there's a problem with brackets sometimes. It can very quickly lose control of its own window. So that's why I was like, let me make sure this is not just not working anymore. Um, by the way, I will go over CSS at some point because it does make something like this ultimately way easier. And by easier, I mean it just like gives you the ability to not type things over and over again. You use variables. And then now we're gonna use our second color, which I believe is a bit more of a blackish, brownish color. It's hard to explain. Um, it's a much more brighter red. If I'm not mistaken here. 5B2426. All right, and then 100%. Okay. I think I spelled linear wrong. So there it is. I know I did something. Like I'm spelling something. There it is. Linear gradient. I was like, what's going on here? Display flex. We want to make sure just it fits everything it can into the picture. We want to just justify content center. This works more with divs and not with text. Text you might have to worry about where it is in response to it, in regards to its parent class, anything of that nature. Hey, what's up? Oh, shout out to Bitcoin Jay, man. How's it going, Jay? How you doing, man? So align content. Yeah, I thought I said we were gonna be done by 1 o'clock. I definitely lied. But stay with me. This pays out pretty well. Align items center. So using both of these would result in more of a centrally like floating div. It's a little strange. I'm so sorry for that cough. So next thing left. So we've got that's our HTML in our body. You can see the gradient's nice and good. Now we're gonna actually go ahead and build our pumpkin. So next thing we're gonna do right now is our pumpkin class. Pumpkin. So yeah, so for pumpkin, we're gonna make sure the height is at least 11 EM so we can see it. We're gonna make sure the width is at least 15 EM. And then we're gonna make sure the background is gonna be our third color, which is like the orange, like I should have gone with FSO orange, but I don't have that color code on me. But yeah, there's our box that we're gonna turn into the we're gonna turn this box into a nice jack-o'-lantern, as we all see here. So please excuse my border. Hey, if you want to make fun of my spelling, let's do a spelling bee. No, let's actually not do that. I don't think I ever did really well at those things. You know, and then I'm gonna darken it. See, one of the cool things is I haven't actually used darken very much, but it does work to a certain point. I think that might end up being like this might end up being like a SCSS or SAS based one. So let's just try it out and see if let's just see if it'll let us do it. It might not, because you shouldn't really be mixing SCSS and SCSS. But so we're gonna go ahead and grab our third color, which is right here, and just paste it there. And there's one more, and then 25%. Border. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I have to actually. Man, it sucks. I don't have to like literally. We may have to do some live SAS to CSS transcoding here. Let's see here. Let me go CSS, and let me go view compiled CSS. There we go. Okay, So no, we had it. Okay, so we don't need darken. Darken is indeed a it's funny. Darken is actually a SAS based function. And maybe this is just like my sign that I need to just switch completely over to SAS for any and all custom work. Because like, and then now I'm just gonna use the actual value. You know why it wasn't working? That's why it wasn't working. See, no matter how long you do this for, y'all, there's always a chance you could still mess it up. So funny enough, let's actually see if darken did work and I just did it wrong. Yeah, so yeah, that is definitely a SAS thing. Funny enough, I have to redo that now. Not very much. Just gotta like go here. And then I think that's it. Yeah, so now it's gotta enter the actual cause so that darken function, what it does is takes the color value that you have. Excuse me. Take the color value you put into it and actually spits out a darker sorry about that. A darker version of the color. In this case, it was going for a more brownish orange. So I just went and did the calculation in my head. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have written down in my notes here. So border radius. So now we're gonna actually make the border of the actual pumpkin change. So now we've made the pumpkin completely oval. And then if you can do a division on your CSS, you can actually change different corners. You can do up to 4. So you can change each individual corner's percentage. So if you want to do like 70, 60%, 50%, I think, and then I think 40% would also work. Okay, no, maybe I was wrong. So we're just gonna do. I think it's only 3 dimensions, if I'm not mistaken. But we're trying to go over here. There it is. So that essentially makes it more of an oval, or more of a pill shape, I guess. I'm trying to remember what the actual term of this is. If you're in the chat and you know some trigonometry, what is the shape? I can't figure it out for the life of me right now, and I'm not willing to waste precious brain matter on that just this moment. But if you can tell me what that shape is, I will. There are treats I'm giving out, I guess. So I guess you'll get the copy of this at the end of this. I'll literally just email it to you, so you don't have to waste your time watching the video. I think you should waste your time. More like you should like, no. But yeah, if you know what that shape is, let me know. So this position relative allows it to, when we kind of scale the page up and down, it will keep it within its relative position. So it will keep it sort of centered. If you didn't, then it would move that. Once you resize it, it would move it based on that. So now that we have our nice little shape for it, now we're gonna add some box shadow, which is like, I think, just kind of accentuating its current parts. The box shadow inset. I want to start with 0. The first one will be 0 pixels, so 0 pixels. And then there'll be 20 pixels, and then then our dark color. So A14907, 0, 0, 30 pixels, -4 pixels. And what essentially you're doing is just creating like a nice reddish glow behind the actual pumpkin. Now when you do that, you can change it to any color. Like if you want to do like green, like a nice green background. Now we got a radioactive pumpkin. Blue. This pumpkin is straight crippin' now. No, we're going back to red. No, but again, that's how you add a box shadow to an element. This essentially inset will put it in like explain this is so weird. It's such a weird way of like doing it. But inset is like kind of putting the color above, putting the div above the color that you're about to set there. really weird to explain. But let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and move the Z index of the pumpkin up to 1 so that we can always have it be like up front. Let's make sure we're not missing any comments here. Nope, no comments missed. Okay. Either way, maybe you guys aren't commenting. Maybe you guys just want to sit here and watch. So that's good. So now we've done the pumpkin. Let's do pumpkin texture. I'm gonna go back here, make sure I'm good. So as you can see, everything was inside of the pumpkin, and that's our texture. Well, we're getting to our texture now, but this whole thing we've worked on right now has just been the pumpkin. We still have to go through the texture, the root, the eye, the mouth, which actually gets progressively more harder. If that makes sense. So let's go ahead and do. So when you want to work with subclasses, you want to make sure you're still referencing the main class or the parent class. So in this case, pumpkin. And since we're going with texture, it'd be .pumpkin .texture, and the dot signifies. So when you use a dot in your CSS, that signifies class. Texture. So you can see, like, since this class is pumpkin, that's what this would recognize. Now, if you want to do IDs are more of anchors, but you can do styling on anchors. You would change this from a dot to a pound sign. As you can see, when I changed that, it just stopped working because now there's no ID pumpkin for that style to attach to. So if you wanted to see how IDs work, you would just literally come in here and add the ID of pumpkin, and it's back. So that's realistically how you handle classes versus IDs. In this case, we're using classes because it makes it easier to understand here. 1 second here while I figure out where that rogue audio is coming from. Oh wow, the song itself is saying this is the preview file. Skipping this song. Next one. Back to this. So yeah, so now we're in the texture portion of the actual video. We are now at 30 minutes, and so far we have built a glowing circle. Nice. We have. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and just start getting into this now because we do have quite a bit to go to get the pumpkin going. So we got height. Want to make the height just smaller than the original outside. So EM, 10 point EM, and then we want to do width. Why did it want to do window? Width is 6.5 EM. Position, we want to have it an absolute position because this is not necessarily going to move. It's going to stay in the same spot regardless of, I guess, how big or small the screen is. Everything else will scale. That itself will scale, but also stay within the same place. So that way your eyes aren't in a different place on different devices. So, and then, yeah, I wasted way too much time explaining too many things. This is supposed to be a quick stream. I'm trying to keep it below an hour. So let's see if I can do that. Border radius 70%, over 110%. So this is just essentially making sure that the RNU shape is the same size as the O shape. And then border, this one is bottom. Border bottom 0.5 EM, solid. So yeah, now we're making like the initial groove. This is one of the initial grooves that we're creating right now. And then this one will have a color similar to our darkened color. This is so much easier with CSS now that I think about it, but it's okay. Oh, that's why. There it is. Okay, and then that's our first border, and then we're gonna do the border top. And then that one's gonna be 0.5 EM as well. Same color. A1 4907. Okay, and that should have. Oh, I missed something. There we go. All right, so you guys can see those are our actual textures of the pumpkin. Mine's a little closer to that. I'll fix that in a second or two here. So dot pumpkin. So the next part is this is the texture. So we're gonna do the before and after. This is like to add in extra portions of the design. Explain. I think I'll make an entire video explaining before and after, because it's a really cool underutilized part of CSS, because it's where your quote unquote animations and heavier base designs are put. In this case, we want to when it's after, we want to empty the content, so it's gonna leave an empty content box here, empty. So one cool thing is you can actually change HTML with CSS. It's not recommended. Its ability to be programmatic is limited, but there is definitely a way to do it. And in this case, we're going to display block. We're going to make sure our height is 10.7 EM. And we're going to make sure our width is just a little bigger. So we want, like, it's weird how you want to height, like the way the height and the width kind of correspond to each other. It really does like make a big difference if you don't put the thing in the right place. So yeah, there it goes. 12 EM, position, absolute, bottom. Same as before, is negative 0.4 EM. Does rate technically pulling it up about 0.4 EM. This is a preview. Bottom left. Left is negative 2.5 EM. This is a preview file. And then I absolutely missed that. Missing semicolons is a thing that, regardless of how deep into your development cycle or life you are, you will ultimately miss those those marks, which is why a lot of people switch to Python, and I don't blame them. Python's amazing. It's super duper powerful for what you can actually get done with it, and I think it should be respected realistically. So border, this one's gonna be border bottom. This is a preview file. So we're making the bottom border for the after. So to explain what it's so hard to explain what that means. So I think I won't try to explain it. I'll just let you guys know that check back next week, and I'll be explaining exactly what the difference between before and after is. And we're just using our solid border. So A1 4907. And then border top, same thing. So as you can see, we now have our second set of curves for our pumpkin. So border bottom. Let's see here. I think it's top. We already did bottom. So top should be the same thing. 0.5 EM solid. And then it's going to be A1 4907. So as you can see, now we have both sets of our curves for our pumpkin. This is a preview file. So that's our texture after. Let's work on the root part of our pumpkin. So dot pumpkin dot root. So as you can see now, this is our texture. This is our pumpkin. As you can see, the text, the before or the after realistically does what comes, like what's going to show after it's done, like when the page is done loading. And as you can see here, we now have, like, when it loads, we're going to have all of our curves for our pumpkin, as well as the outline of it as well.
This is a preview file.
Oh, someone said something? Let's see.
This is a preview file.
I must have missed something. So let's see. Let's get back over to my other chat. Any comments I missed? Nope.
This is a preview file.
Okay. Jay, if you're still in here, do you happen to know what shape this is again? I want to say ellipse, but I don't want to be wrong. I mean, I've already said it. It's live. This is now recorded. But what is the actual correct one? So this is gonna be our root of the pumpkin. Same thing. Background. Let's make sure that we're using the correct background. I think this is our new background now. So 517. I believe that is F54. And then the height is going to be 2.8 EM. The width is 1.25 EM. And then the position will be absolute as before. The left, I'm going to skip it. Oh man, we are getting to the Okay, good. I found one that said no copyright music, so let's use that one. So left. Now we're about to use some calculus. Or realistically, it's calculate. 7.5 EM minus 0.625 EM. And I don't think you're gonna see anything until we actually put the WebKit transform in here. So let's 2.7 EM, and then we're gonna do WebKit. The fact that WebKit is not actually included in most CSS like base classes, like as hey Jay, you're in here. Do you happen to know what shape the pumpkin currently is? I can't remember my trigonometry off the top of my head. You wrote pumpkin. Oh, thank you for that. I was like, why is it not showing up? There it is. I was like, where's our little beanstalk thing? Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said, man, like regardless of how good you get at this, you're always gonna have issues with. So we're gonna rotate our little stalk about 5 degrees. And the thing with WebKit, or the thing with transforms, is there's WebKit, there's transforms, and there's the Mozilla one. But realistically, you don't need to worry about the WebKit and the original. So we're just gonna do those two for now, just because we need to save time, and like I don't want to have this video be like an hour plus. Even though we are about 20, I think we can get done in 20 minutes. Someone clock me. I think we're close enough that I can definitely say we're done in 20 minutes. Famous last words. I know. Watch us be like 59. It's like, oh, we didn't make it. So we want to make the border just like look a little more oblongish, if that makes sense. So a little bit. Rusted has like 4 versions. There's like 4 corners, and you can control each border. So you do 30% on this border, or 30% on that border. This means that thinks it's doing for everything, and now it thinks it's doing it for top and bottom. And then we're gonna add a left ellipsis. Oh yeah, right, ellipse. I was like, it's got to be some ellipse type situation. Like I'm not crazy. Like I'm not crazy. It's definitely an ellipse. And then we're gonna like bring that. But we're gonna move that below the pumpkin so that it looks like it's sprouting out from the pumpkin. So to do that, we want to make sure the Z index is, instead of 1, we're gonna do -1, so it's below what everything, including the before. So yeah, there we go. So now we've got our, we got a little bit of box shadow, and then I think we're done with our stock. So box shadow, inset 0 pixels. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna send this over to you, Jay, when I'm done. since you technically answered it correctly. So 29 41 2B. Okay, so I put just a tiny little bit of shadow behind it. You can't really tell with this monitor and with this, like, with the glowing around it, but it's definitely got something in there. Okay, now that we're done with the root, which I guess a stalk, now we're moving on to the eye. And so we've done our pumpkin, we've done our outside, we've done our texture, the after and the regular, and then now we've done our root. Next we're gonna do the eye. We're gonna do our next is gonna be our eye left. So let's go ahead and do that now. So, still in the same, still in the original class. So new class. This time we're gonna do. So we're gonna do pumpkin, pump it up. Shout out to Joe Budden out there. Let's start with the right eye. You know, sorry, left eye. Rest in peace, left eye, by the way. You know what? Because left eye, we're gonna do left eye first. All right, bet. We're doing the left eye first. You know, we should do the right, because right to left. We're not reading manga here. We're not reading manga here. We're going left to right. So we're doing the left eye. So we're gonna do left. We're gonna make sure we move about left from the center about 3.7 EM. Now we're gonna do our transform WebKit dash transform rotate, and we're gonna rotate it about -30 degrees. So that essentially is gonna make sure that the eye is tilted one way from the other. Border bottom 2.1 EM solid, and then transparent.
This is a preview file.
All right, border bottom. Anybody see anything I messed up on? Please let me know. I'm sort of a little. Oh man, we got 15 minutes to really get this done. Well, realistically, we only have. Ooh, there's some. The teeth are the hardest part, if you want to believe it. We might just skip the teeth. I'm like this close. I mean, we'll do one teeth. We'll give it a little buck teeth, little canine maybe. But yeah, let's back to left eye. So border right, and then we're gonna do 2.4 solid, and then we're gonna use our fourth color now, which is gonna be like our very, very dark brown.
This is a preview file.
Missing something.
This is a preview file.
All right, something is messed up here because it's supposed to.
This is a preview file.
Let me see here. Missed something. Ah, there it is. The regular transform. Not that actually matters. Actually,
This is a preview file. This is a
it
preview
realistically
file.
shouldn't matter. Rotate -30 degrees.
This is a preview file.
Got to be missing something. Yeah, so you can see the eye is there,
This is a preview file.
but I think we're supposed to do the right eye first. So let's go back and do the right eye. Yeah, we helped left eye, which is always good, but we also got to do the right eye. So eye dot right, and we're gonna do right,
This is a preview
and then
file.
for right 3.7, which is funny because 3.7 EM, and it's because they're on the same line technically. Dash, we're gonna do WebKit dash transform, WebKit transform rotate, yeah, same degrees, but this time instead of negative, we're gonna do the regular 30 degrees.
This is a preview file.
I'm just thinking, what could I be doing that is not making these show up?
This is a preview file.
And then border, bottom, 2.1 EM.
This is a preview file.
Okay, there we go. So I did something wrong for sure. Because the right one is working, the left one is not. I think I might have missed something in the left one there. Making it not show up. Probably the transparent part, I'm assuming.
This is a preview file.
Well, we are gonna. I think we're gonna add some more stuff here in a second.
This is a preview file.
So then border left. You're trying to remove the. You're really trying to move the bottom part of the border as well as keep. It's really weird to explain, but we'll see in a second. The eyes do show up eventually. I maybe should have done this
This is a
before
preview
I started.
file.
Okay, look, there's that one, and that one's gonna show up with 41D03.
Preview file.
The eye is in the wrong place.
This is a preview file.
Let's see here. Gotta be something I'm messing up on.
This is a preview file.
Okay. So I guess we can figure out why the left one's not showing up. We could try to figure out the left one's not showing up.
Preview file.
I'm really confused. I actually have no clue why we don't see. Well, we have the right eye, but we do not have the left eye.
This is a preview file.
If you're out there and you got better eyes than me right now, do you see anything wrong? Because I'm not. I'm a little.
This is a preview
WebKit
file.
transform, border, bottom. What am I missing? Jay, do you see? Jay, do you see what I'm messing up on? The right eye is in the wrong place, and I can't even see the left eye, which is like.
This is a preview file.
Okay.
This is a preview file. This is a preview file.
Was that it? Was I missing the EM the whole time? That could have been it, honestly.
This is a preview file.
Yep. I figured it out. It's right here. There it is. Okay.
This is a preview file.
I figured it out. I was missing an EM somewhere. I was like, I'm missing something. Something's missing. But yeah, this is still very broken, and I'm not all too sure why.
This is a preview file.
I'm sure this could be playing some part into it.
This is a preview file.
Let's go up here, make sure I didn't mess up the body. Yep. Display flex.
This is
Maybe we can do this.
file.
Display.
This
Dash
is a preview
web
file.
kit. Dash box.
This is a preview file.
And then center.
This is a
Something
preview file.
tells me that I swear every time I was like, I'm messing something up. Can't figure it out.
This is a preview.
Why my eyes all wonky like that? That's not even like, that's crazy. Like, is there more eye stuff below here? Wait, is there?
This
Hey,
is a
let's
preview
see.
file.
No, those are all teeth. Eyes should just work. Yeah, my eyes are tripping right now.
This is a preview file.
So I guess we can play around with the height.
This is a
Like,
preview file.
All right,
preview file.
I'm just looking through to make sure we're doing a quick checking our work section right now, making sure that we did not forget a very important term or something that is keeping us from.
This is a
I'm
preview
going
file.
a little crazy here, trying to figure out what's going on. No, maybe if I just keep going, eventually to get better. Yeah, that's right.
This is a preview file.
All right, y'all. Y'all getting pumpkin with terrible eyes. We going. I have 7 minutes to get to the end of this, and see if we get the mouth right, we'll just say he's blind. We good with that? Everybody in the chat good with that? If we end up getting the mouth to work, we're just gonna say he's a blind. He's gonna be a nice blind pumpkin. So I'll be real with you. I wish I could tell you exactly where I messed up in my code right now. I don't know. So we're gonna leave the eyes where it is, and then we're gonna go. Actually, if I just wait, nope.
This is a preview file.
Now if I do this, nope. What about this? That didn't even work.
This is a preview file.
Yeah, they said nope.
This is a preview.
Yeah, right.
File.
It's just yeah, just a little bit, right? Thank you, Jay. We moving forward. Okay, if we have enough time, which I know we're not going to, we have 8 minutes. We'll go back and fix the mouth. I'll fix the eyes. But right now, we're going right over to its mouth. Yeah, you guys, granddad's eye. Exactly. You know, he's a nice little kid, little pumpkin kid. You know, he does work once a year, does his thing. We'll come back to it, I swear. Gotta give him some mouth. Give him a mouth. I now realize the phrasing of that might have been a little wild. So you know, we'll get move forward. We're all adults here. At least I believe so. Sometimes some of the tweets y'all be putting out got me. Position absolute. Bottom. Oop.
This is a preview file.
So bottom's gonna be 1.5 em, and then border dash bottom. The teeth really are the hardest part. So if we get that working, I'm calling it a success.
This is a preview file.
It looks like the teeth are not going to be a success. hey, we will. Wherever we end up is wherever we end up, right? Right? I'm just saying. Right? All right, and then wait a minute. Did I miss some stuff? No, we're good. So the mouth is the whole div, and then now we're gonna do. I'm gonna save myself some time here. I'm tired of typing.
This is a preview file.
We're gonna start with the right. And then we're gonna do right 3.6 em. I know I wanted to keep this like the spacing and everything right, but I am not caring anymore. Spacing, not pirates out there, please come at me. I'll take any smoke y'all got.
This is a preview file.
I mean, y'all might not even get a chance to get to the smoke since that y'all be spending most of y'all time just chilling, trying to figure out who else I can make care about this when they don't need to. Left. So, I'm hoping you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, and tempering your expectations as well, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up with a very abstract pumpkin at the end of this. So let's let's just let's make sure that we temper our expectations, because I'm already starting to see that I may have made some mistakes in the beginning that will come back to haunt us in the end. But until then, hey, no, we did. Look at. All right, I'm giving myself an applause on that one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that smile. That's a good smile. Why did the teeth work, but not the eyes? You know, maybe this is a Stevie Wonder pumpkin. That's what we're going with. How you feeling? How you feeling, Steve? Yo, Jay, you get at this. I need a name that mixes pumpkin with Stevie Wonder. If you can come up with that, we good. That's what I'll name it. Cause he ain't got no eyes. But he's got soul. Ain't got no eyes though. So pumpkin. So now let's do the teeth. So make the width of the teeth about 0.5 em. Height. Let's go 1 em. Go position absolute. Top 7.7 em. And then I'm gonna go left 7.7 em. I also think that the viewport could be an issue with the eyes, and maybe when we do full screen later, it'll be just working. But until then, I'm not 7.25 em. Sorry, I'm not too worried about it.
This is a preview file.
And then we're looking at border top 0.8 em solid, and then transparent.
This is a preview file.
Doing this, I'm saving myself some time here. Okay, we definitely didn't make the hour. We've come to that realization, but we are close to being done. So we'll just see how it looks at the end. The border left, border bottom, border top. And then now we're just gonna go ahead and that was the first set of teeth actually. Oh wait, no, I messed up. That last one was not supposed to be transparent. It's supposed to be our solid black color, ish brownish dark color, D03.
This is a preview file.
Yeah, that tooth ain't coming out. Not really sure where that tooth is currently.
This is a preview file.
All right, not wasting time. All right, just because we're so close, I just want to get this done now.
This is a preview file.
So dot pumpkin, dot teeth before.
This is a preview file.
Dot, and you can also string together multiple classes. I didn't mention that earlier. Oh wait.
This is a preview.
Wait a minute. Nah, it's still right. I mean, it shows up. It's not supposed to show up if it wasn't working. But yeah, those eyes are wonky.
This is a preview file.
It's okay. The eyes are only aggravating me a little bit. Not to the point where I want to make it a constant point of conversation, but maybe enough to where I'll keep bringing it up every once in a while. Display block.
This is a preview file.
Position absolute with 0. Oh, why does Windows, like, it's very weird. I mean, yes, window is maybe a much, but I'd say they're about even. I would always go with before I go window.
This is a preview file.
And then border dash top 0.8 em solid transparent. Okay, and then we're gonna do pumpkin teeth before again.
This is a preview file.
There we go. And then we were doing before, so right 2.2 EM. Top negative 0.65 EM. Dash WebKit. Transform. We're gonna rotate it 30 degrees. And we do transform, rotate 30 degrees. Now, what I'm kind of upset about is the fact that I still have not seen a single teeth. And we could just end this about if none of this works, then we could probably end this like 10 minutes ago. Once we got the teeth working, I think we were done. If we're gonna be quite honest here. Border bottom 0.5 EM, solid.
This is a preview file.
Solid transparent. Border. Border. Let's see here. Left.
This is a preview file.
And then border left 1 EM solid 401 D03. Want to make sure I didn't mess it up before.
This is a preview file.
Okay, yeah, those teeth are definitely not coming out. I'm not going crazy. They're just not showing up. All right, well, we'll do the after and see if it shows up. Rather unfortunate.
This is a preview file. This is a preview.
I think I might have missed one. I did. I was like, what? I'm missing a whole div right here. I was like, the teeth should be showing up.
This is a preview file.
Going crazy over here. Teeth.
This is a
Hey,
preview
there's the
file.
teeth right there. Why is it way up there? Is it just teeth? Yeah, teeth. And it's the end. Left, right, root, texture. I think I got everything.
This is a preview
Yeah.
file.
I really hate how okay, yeah, so yeah.
This is a preview.
All right,
file.
so he got a smile and now he's got a teardrop tattoo, which I think is only the funniest thing in here. Let's do the after. I think we're missing the after. So let's do the after. So not necessarily what I was hoping for, but
This is a preview file.
hey, it's supposed to be a quick stream. It was not quick. Left
This is a preview file.
1 EM. Top negative 8.5 EM.
This is a preview file.
WebKit trans. Oh, messed up there. WebKit transform.
This is a preview file.
Rotate. Keep doing capital L. Rotate 30 degrees. Rotate.
This is a preview file.
Transform. Rotate 30 degrees. Border bottom.
File.
0.5 EM. Actually, Larry, I think we are under an hour for when I started this, not the whole stream though. The whole stream is over an hour now. But we are with this last line here, we are done. Border left 1 EM solid 401D03. Okay. That did not look how it was supposed to. We have a Stevie Wonder pumpkin with a teardrop tattoo. I mean, it's more spooky that it's not doesn't look good, right? You gotta give me that. It looks. So I wonder if it's just the viewport. Let's go ahead and do full screen and see if that actually helps. Nope, it does not help at all. Very unfortunate. I guess we can kind of figure out why it's not. Yeah, see, like luckily everything else is working. It still works on the phone, everything. Just the eyes and teeth are in the completely wrong places. So I want to figure out why our eyes are in the wrong place. Sorry, eye left. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, we're done. But I do want to see if we can figure out why the eyes are messed up. I can't for the life of me think about it. Let's see. Top like 5 EM. See what that does. Nothing. Alright, that's all good. I'm gonna save this now. And then, weird. So when I saved it, that's weird. So I wonder. There it is. Okay. Okay, so I guess we could spend some time to try to figure out why we got this here. I'm gonna save this file and I'm gonna go ahead and start over again. Maybe restarting it will help. Nope. I'll take it. Okay, Jay, what's your verdict? 10 out of 10. Not the cleanest pumpkin. It's just the eyes. I just don't know what's wrong with the eyes. I just don't know what happened with the eyes. And the teeth as well. Like, a lot of it is kind of not doing too well. Oh, that's why. I now see why I messed up. I missed something. And I guess for the sake of everything, so let's just try to fix it. I was like, what am I missing? Yeah, Jay, I think I figured it out. I now know how to fix the eyes. We're missing the plain eye. I was like, why is it not even within position absolute? There we go. With 0. I was like, you're missing something. And then we need border. Top is 0.8. Man, that boy growing into his body. That's all. Yeah, that boy is growing to his body. That's all. Come on, y'all. We know. Yeah, JJ knows what's going on. Solid. Border top 0.8 EM. Solid. Transparent. And then last but not least, top 2.8 EM. You know what? You know what? I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Yeah, no, it took way too long to figure out that I actually missed the base class for eye. I was like, how's everything but I'm for tooth? I'm pretty sure if we go back and look at the teeth, we missed something. We did something wrong. There it is. We did something wrong there. Okay, so now we have two teeth. I don't know why they're way up there, but we're getting closer. You know what? I say we go to figure this out, but I will take this specific part as a win. I'm gonna close this now. So let's figure out, where did we mess up on teeth? Let me see. So let's start at the top. So teeth starts here. You got the 0.5 EM, the high is there, the absolute, the top, the left, the border, the three borders. Then let's go to the before and after. So there's teeth before, comma, dot pumpkin, teeth after. I didn't spell anything wrong. Okay, and then content there, display block, absolute. There it is. I was like, you gotta check your work. Always check your work, because you never know where the issue is. With that, height that, solid 8. And then this next one is right top, transform, rotate 30 degrees, transform 30 degrees, 0.5. So I'm just checking my notes here. Making absolute sure I don't miss anything. Because, I mean, right now the teeth are very close. I just don't know where I messed up on the teeth, and now it's looking like this. Border left. It gotta be the after. I must have missed something in the after. WebKit transform, and then transform, and then the bottom, and then left. Left bottom. Save it again. I'm closing this file. Don't save. So I think we. You know what? No teeth. Jay, what you think? No teeth? I want to figure out why the teeth didn't work. I really do. But I also I'm tired of dealing with CSS issues. Maybe it's just, it can't be the spacing, but I'm gonna try and see. You know what? Teeth are gone. I decided I'm tired of it. Okay. We decided to go against the teeth, which means all of this CSS right here is useless. We could figure it out. I don't have time. I mean, I will drop my code. Actually, I'll open source this. You guys can, if someone can fix the teeth before our next stream, which could be next 2 weeks from now, you will get to come on and explain how you did it. I'll give you the floor. You get 30 minutes, explain exactly how you did it. But yeah, no, I'm done. Thank you all for being here. Happy Halloween. I might even try to add some Halloween. No, not definitely not in the pumpkin. But definitely up here. H1. Happy Halloween. The breaks go outside. Funny enough, it doesn't seem to want to do the break. That's okay. Happy Halloween. Let's do style. color FFF. And let's say font size, say 2em. Okay. Happy Halloween, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the stream. This is our pumpkin. We made this today in about just under an hour, in like 10 minutes, with a little bit of error checking. But yeah, let me know. If you guys like these streams, I might do one for Christmas. Maybe not one with as many curves and like geometry as this one, but yeah, you know, holiday streams could be a thing. Let me know if you guys liked what I was doing here. Let me know. For everybody else, if you're watching this replay on YouTube, go ahead and smash that like button right around here. I mean, it's realistically way over there, But go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe. Follow us on all social media. You can reach out. You can go ahead see our things at links.isnowglobal.com if you want to know everything. Links.isnowglobal.com. Follow us on Twitter. Twitter.isnowglobal.com. Instagram.isnowglobal.com. If you want to just figure it out, just go type a social media in .isnowglobal.com, and if it's working, you got it. Other than that, I hope you all loved what we did here today. Just a little something to catch up with y'all. But other than that, let me go ahead and switch over to my back to my slide screen here. And thank you all for watching. Check out other videos. Head over to IsNowGlobal links if you want to check out our links. Give us a follow. I'm at IsNowGlobal Chuck on Twitter. IsNowGlobal.com is our website. Head over to that link on the page you see on the screen right now to check out our links. If you have a WordPress website, you're looking to upgrade and or do more work or anything cool with your website, head over to the link in the description, which show if you're on Twitter, to go ahead and like sign up for our WordPress consultation. We also do Shopify. We do every other social media out there. But I hope you really like this. If you did, smash that like button. Like this, share this with your friends, retweet this, share it, post it. Put it in the carrier pigeon. Like send some smoke signals out. What else are we looking for? Oh yeah, print the page out, put in the bottle, send it out to sea. Well, actually, don't do that because like right now we're trying to keep littering down. But other than that, I hope you have a great Halloween, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right. I mean, I want to play the outro, but I think I will. I'll stop playing these royalty free songs now and give whoever else has been here a good chance to check out the intro or the outro. Open recent files. This one and go back to about 70. All right, I think that's the number. There we go. Yeah, slow it down for y'all on some like real Halloween stuff. Yeah. Happy Halloween from IsNowGlobal. Thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate y'all being here. I hope y'all learned something today. If not, it's still cool, right? It was a journey. We made it through. We made some concessions, but ultimately we got to our final point, and that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters in the end. All right, y'all. I hope you had a really great day. Again, I've been IsNowGlobal Chuck. Today I've been Timmy Turner. Again, IsNowGlobal Chuck. If you got any other questions, anything else you need from me, reach out to me on Twitter. It's our site. We do have a new design coming out very, very soon. A lot of really dope stuff coming out soon. So please hit notifications on if you can. But other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend here. There you go. No ads. But yeah, check out our other videos. Reach out to us when you need to. Other than that, I will catch